What's up? Yours truly, Carcino here. And I don't know why I keep getting hit up and asked about Tahiry and Vado. What you think about Tahiry and Vado? I'm like, who the hell is Vado? Now, as I was talking on the phone and being caught up to speed on the situations at best, what's up, Mr. Hogan's? I see you. Richie. Well, don't forget to hit the like button for those new guys that just walked in through the door. I'm sitting there like, Vado? The Vado watch that I got? They were like, no, Vado, dude. He made the song, it's a good song. You never heard it, but it's good. I'm like, But anyway, Vado, a slash rapper, is dating, or I don't know if they're married or whatever, Tahiry. Now, we know Tahiry because of her assets. Get it? Assets. Now, because of Tahiry's assets, she has ascended to new heights. All because of those assets. Now, because of that, she doesn't want to relinquish any of that fame. That little microcosm of fame she has. And she's famously known for dating a simp. A simp who goes by the name of Joseph Button, who was a king simp. And don't forget to hit the like button, people. Now, this king simp was in love with her assets so much, he kept dating her, breaking up with her, got her a show after they were broken up to be in reality television, claimed they were friends, gave her all these opportunities, by the main time being a compulsive, stalking, ridiculous, abusing human being. Now, fast forward to this Vado. And what does this have to do with Vado? Throughout this show, this woman has disrespected this man, thrown objects at this man's head, the whole nine. And this man has never done anything to harm this woman that we know of until this one blow up. He jumps up and grabs her like he was going to grab her neck, but he didn't. He got up and grabbed her or jumped in her face and everything, and she was okay with all of it. She's like, Now, either this garbage is staged, edited well, or very poor taste, but edited well to show the drama. Because let's be honest, if this didn't happen, would I be making this video about Vado and Tahiry? So the winners are the showrunners. The showrunners win. The people that run that show won. They're toasted. because now they got something that can trend and pop. But it's like dancing in a strip club when you're 40. You got 20-year-olds that's coming in here making you look ridiculous. It's like, okay, what are you doing really in your life? Like, what is it that we could say is Tahiry's talents? You can't get by on your TNA for the rest of your life. It's not going to work. You're going to need a plan. So every reality show, they're trying to stick this chick in there, and the people she hang out with are basically the same type of people. And she becomes the girl you date, but not the girl you want to marry or take home, because her mind is not built for marriage. Her mind is built in this singles world. You can get a ring on your finger, but if you still having these stupid single mentality that you're bringing into a marriage or a relationship, you damage it. Now, this guy was probably really good to her, and she already talks about, and take away everything, demasculate him into the rest of the world, talking about all the guys I've dated, you're the brokest guy. Like, the hell that mean? I'll be like, I'm taking care of me. I mean, my job ain't to take care of you, unless you really my wife. But that right there, I would never marry a girl that would say something like that. She'd been left right there at the show. You could take this microphone, you could take everybody and take her stank butt somewhere. She gets nothing. And tell her to pay for the dinner too, since she balling like that. Go get you another NBA ball. This chick dated J.R. Spliff. She done messed around with Drake. Drake flew out, blew her back out. Joe Budden still crying over the chick. This is not the chick that you want to marry. You can hit it, but you don't marry it. Joe was taking her out to get pizza and food because that's all he could afford. But the pizza was fire. Yeah, it was fire. So, in my estimation, he was doing what he was supposed to do. Drake flew her out of the country, basically. Got her swimming with dolphins, the whole nine. And that ended up coming back years later to bite Joe. Joe been salty about that ever since. So, Vado jumps up and grabs her. You got to ask yourself one or maybe two or three things. Yeah, she agreed. Some women are accustomed to abusive relationships. Whether they started it like that, sometimes women are like that. They grew up in an abusive household, or that's just how they express themselves, with violence, throwing stuff. So when they get it back at them, they deal with it. They like it. They love that toxic relationship stuff. And she's so warped in the head, she gets off on this. Now, it's rumored that Joe put his hands on her before. She's alluded to that. And I believe it too. Joe has done worse to a woman who was pregnant. We all know that. So we know she's coming from somebody who is keen at showing abuse. Abuse in a relationship should never happen. You might as well just separate, because you're not going to do anything for each other. It's going to end up with someone being gone and everybody else is still there to deal with the mess and the fallout. It's terrible. So don't forget, you guys can also hit the Cash App up. Carcino is the name on the Cash App. Gotta say that. And definitely hit the like button here and subscribe to the page, Carcino. The Patreon tomorrow is gonna blow up. We do have the Maya Uncut coming on the Patreon, so stay tuned for that. Academics probably spam my PC today, so I'm cleaning the PC right now to get all his bugs out of my computer so I can put some more material out. So if you VIP in the Patreon, you know you're gonna have some fun. You can have some fun in these coming days. Now, back to the news flash of all the things that's going on. You're looking at a situation. Go ahead. You're looking at a situation in which most people don't like to talk about or speak on because no one wants to talk about abuse. And sometimes it's embarrassing for the persons or people that's involved. Now, if they're talking about, like, I was abused by such and such, I was abused by this person, you know, it becomes a bit much. You know, so people don't want to talk about it, so they shield themselves from it. And then they would even lie and make excuses. They'll say, well, he's been stressed. They look for a way to blame themselves when it comes to the situation. And that's not right. I think it's pretty low down, to be honest. And when you're low down like that, it becomes a bigger problem down the road. That you take it into other relationships. So when you're dating somebody and you do something else, it's just terrible. It's a whole terrible outlook, in my opinion. Michelle, that girl Michelle or whatever, her friend, or nothing but Thoughtville. When you associate the people you are associated with, that's who you are. Look at your 3 or 4 closest friends, that's who you are. So if you're consistently hanging out with thought, guess what the overall conception of it is? You're right, I don't really care. I'm just reporting because of the simple fact that you guys wanted to know about it. You wanted to know my thoughts about it. So I'm giving you my thoughts. Other than that, I could care less about what happens in their household or about them. I care about as much as they care about me. But since you asked, don't fall asleep at the wheel. I'll keep that in mind. Wow, why would you put a guy who had 16 points and was 3 of 12 shooting with 5 turnovers in 3 quarters as an MVP candidate? Or talking about he a GOAT because he got a putback? Really? That's what you celebrate? Yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on around here these days. It's difficult to do your job. But it's not okay for women to hit men and think that it's okay because she's a woman. Like, where do they do that at? Oh, I'm done with the whole process. My world is different. Because anything remotely comes close to that and it's over. I don't have to deal with it. What about Bill Clinton? We all know where's the surprise that Bill Clinton was on the plane? Shoot, Trump was on the plane too. Why are we acting like this? Like this is a big thing? You think Trump wasn't in C9 of the plane? They both was on there, high-fiving and having a ball. Well, you know, Carson. I don't know what just happened there. That wasn't on me. Yeah, we trying to get up out of here. I just came in here to grab a couple of things and then bounce. And then we can get up out. But other than that, I've just been chilling, doing what I usually do on a regular basis. But my thing is, it should go both ways. It should not be one-sided. Shouldn't happen at all, period, anyway, because it's unhealthy. But when you keep making excuses for it because you don't want to go through the embarrassment, yeah, it's doomed to repeat itself. Time after time after time. So, once again, you got to make decisions that's best for you. And me, I'm just different. Yeah, I'm a little different when it comes to that. It's true. Happy Friday. Thank God you remind me it's Friday. One thing that goes in this situation is your sense and ability to know anything. You forget days. That's one thing. I'm sitting around like, what is today? Can't believe it. You lose track of that real quick. You be like, what today is? No, but you see who's on my left and right? Nobody. So I'm very content. I don't have anybody around me without masks on. Nobody I don't trust. So anyhow, I'm out. Love, peace, and hair grease. Don't forget to subscribe to the page, and we might get down later